Hey man, do you struggle making a connection? Do you struggle really getting to know a woman? Do you struggle with her getting to know you? Well, this video is for you. Hey man, if you've been following the video series that I've been doing on the psychology of modern flirting, the attraction ladder book, then you know what we talked about last time was freeing, meaning you're getting her away from her friend group to spend some one-on-one FaceTime. So what we're talking about in this video is the next rung of that ladder, and that is connection. And this is really where it all comes together, man, because if she does not feel a connection with you, if she doesn't feel safe with you, if she doesn't trust you, or just, hey, doesn't like being around you, it's not going to go anywhere. And this is where you can provide all that comfort, all that safety, all that rapport. And that way also, from you to her, you're able to screen her to be able to see if she's somebody that is compatible with you on any level. If this is a girl that is just going to be friend zoned. If this is a girl that is going to be maybe a potential partner based on what you're seeing and the vibe that you're getting and all that kind of thing, and something to investigate a little bit further. But this is where all that starts, is building that connection, okay? If you haven't been watching the video series, I have a playlist for it here. I'll link up the first video, let's just say here. All right, so all you gotta do is click on that. You can start the whole series, and you start at rung 1, okay? And work your way up, all right? So that's the deal. Now, you've got her freed from her friend group. You're spending some one-on-one FaceTime with her, getting to know her a little bit better, right? Now what are you gonna do? What are you gonna talk about? How are you gonna build this connection? Well, this is how. We're gonna go through quite a few different ways of doing that. But this is number 1, statements and questions. Okay, look, so again, if you've been following what I talk about, you know that on the onset, you shouldn't be talking about things like work and school and, what do you do for fun and come here often? What's your sign? Like all that kind of stuff, right? You should not be doing that, okay? But here in connection, that is where that is all okay. Now it's time to start finding out a little bit about each other, all right? So even still, playing that verbal game of ping pong is not going to be the best way of going about it. So what I like to do is statements and questions. So you will hear some advice here and there, never, don't ask questions. And some people tell you only ask questions. And my feeling is just do both. All right. So now I'm not saying you ask a million questions. All right, that's not what I'm getting at. But if you make a cold read statement about her, such as, you strike me as the type of girl that probably works in an office. You're a secretary, aren't you? Well, guess what? I'm either right or I'm wrong. And odds are I'm gonna be wrong. Why? Because, there's a billion jobs. What are the chances? But I will say this as a caveat. When you start getting very socially savvy and you start talking to a lot of people and getting to know a lot of people, you will find yourself right more often than you think that you would, okay? When you really start understanding how to read people well. But that aside, so I'm going to make that statement about her. Now, here's the deal, because again, I want to see what she does for work. So I'm going to throw that out there, and she's either going to be like, oh my God, you're so intuitive. How did you know? If I'm right. But if I'm wrong, she's not gonna be offended. Now, if I said, you know what, you seem like a prostitute. She might be a little offended at that. But odds are she's not going to be offended at all in the least. So what am I going to do? So when she retorts to me, oh no, I'm not a secretary at all. I'm actually a dental hygienist. Oh, really? Huh. Well, don't take a look at my grill. My teeth are all busted up. But nonetheless, she's just going to correct me. And then I'm going to have a couple of follow-up questions. When'd you get into that? Like, what prompted you to want to be a dental hygienist? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, there had to have been a reason why you gravitated towards that. So I'm going to have a couple of follow-up questions. and then maybe leading on to something else and inside of that conversational thread. All right, so that's number one, statements and questions. Number two, stories. Look, if you have been following my channel for any length of time, you know what a big advocate I am of storytelling. It is so important and it is such a slept on skill, man. Look, if you could tell a really good story that's really well timed, really textured, it has a lot of twists and turns and intrigue and adventure, you have the world by the palm of your hand. You really do. Because people want to hear that. Think about it like this. Look, how many billion-dollar companies there are. How many billion-dollar companies are predicated on storytelling? Look, you have movies. You have the publishing industry, the television industry, video games, social media. Hey, look, what's one of the most popular functions of social media, and particularly Instagram and Facebook? Stories, right? So speaking of which, if you are on Facebook, man, become a member of the Modern Valor Dating Facebook group. All right, we'll link it up in the description. There's over 3,500 guys in this group, and it's all predicated on you leveling up. So make sure you come through, check it out, and I'll see you there. All right, but nonetheless, stories are so important. Religions are based on stories. Okay, so there's so many circumstances in which storytelling is applied, but for whatever reason, why can't we verbalize a story? The argument is, well, what girl is going to want to sit there and listen to a story? Well, that's all up to you, homeboy. You're the one that has to tell the story. If you tell it well, she'll listen. Simple as that. Now, to be fair, you can run into some girls that are very ADD, let's put it that way, and just cannot focus on what it is that you're talking about, okay? That happens. But by and large, if you can tell a story, especially in a date situation, but we'll leave that for another day, storytelling can be so powerful. Why is that? It's because you're bringing her into your reality. She's seeing from her mind's eye what it's like to be a part of your world. And then she can decide if she wants to stay there or not. So you're embedding all these cool things about yourself inside that story, and she can visualize it. And if she thinks that that's attractive, that that's an attractive lifestyle that you lead, if that's the kind of character that you have, the type of personality that you have, the cool things that you do, if she sees that as attractive and she wants to be a part of that world, you're the gateway, okay? So she better not mess it up. Simple as that. So here's what I would tell you to do. Have a good 3 to 5 stories just in the holster, ready to go, that you have told people on multiple occasions. Why have you told people that on multiple occasions? For one simple reason, because it's entertaining. If it was just, I went to the party store, we call them parties, we call liquor stores party stores here in Detroit. I went to the party store, I bought a candy bar and an energy drink, and then I walked home. There's nothing unique about that, there's nothing interesting about that, there's nothing entertaining about it, and that's why you don't tell it. However, the time that you and your buddy were driving down the street and this homeless guy just jumped in at the stoplight and was telling you guys to take him to the airport because he has to fly to the Middle East to go save the president's daughter from a hostage situation. Now, that story you have probably told on multiple occasions. Why? It's entertaining, it's unique, it's clearly different, and it's vivid. You can imagine it. By the way, in the comments, let me know if you actually imagine that story, just that quick few sentences when I said it. I'm gonna argue that you probably did. And if you don't comment in the comments that you did, you're a liar. All right, so here's the deal. Have a few stories ready to go. when a conversation shifts to something that you could incorporate that story into, bam, there it is. Let it fly. All right, we're gonna get into number 3. Let's get it. Oh, hey there. This video is sponsored by Dapper Yankee. And listen, guys, if you want to grow a fine, lush, majestic beard like that of a Babylonian emperor, you want to use Dapper Yankee. All right, now, and I say this with 100% seriousness, okay? I was joking around, but now I'm serious. I love their stuff, man. As a matter of fact, their beard oil and their beard balm, this joker right here, I'm telling you, like, if you think I'm lying, check this out. Look how much I've used. All right, so, and this beard oil bottle is getting a little bit low. I might have to stock up here soon, but I'm telling you, I have not used a better beard oil. Super affordable. Everything is 100% organic, you know, and look, if you don't have a beard or you're not planning on growing a beard, I got you. And better yet, they've got you. All right, so they have all kinds of soaps that you can use. Again, 100% organic. This is my favorite. The Fresh Coast, this is the one that I like the most. They're great. You know, I feel refreshed, clean, like $1,000,000 as soon as I step out the shower. Like, they have travel packs, you know, you can take them with you wherever it is that you're going. These little jokers right here, okay? But yeah, I'm telling you, you're not gonna find a better product than this. I absolutely love it as I'm fumbling around with it right now. But look, somewhere is my code, all right? All you gotta do, click that, stock up. They're great stocking stuffers for when it's Christmas. If you happen to watch this video when it's Christmas time, hey, hook it up. Get as much as you need, get more than you need, all right? But nonetheless, just remember, Dapper Yankee, that's the real deal. Number 4, intent. Man, I would argue this is probably the most important step here in building connection. And the reason for that is, you know, you'll see a lot of advice out there where it's like, you know, keep them guessing. You know, you want to be a man of mystery. And yes, I understand that, and that is true to a large degree, all right? However, if she never knows what your intent is and what you actually want from her, guess what that's going to lead to? The friend zone, right? Because she doesn't know what it is you actually want. I see so many guys complaining about like, oh, you know what, this girl just ghosted me, even though we had such a great connection going on. Or, hey, I was talking to this girl for a few months and she just kind of disappeared on me. Or I got flaked again, you know, and things like that. And in a large part, it's because she doesn't know what you actually want. She kind of has an idea, but she doesn't actually know, and she's waiting for you to take charge. She's waiting for you to lead and say what it is that you actually want from her, okay? And so the way to do that, or the way I like to do it anyway, is like this. Hey, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I find you very attractive. And I'd like to think that you also think that I'm attractive, because why else are we talking like this, right? But here's the deal. That being said, I would like to get to know you a little bit better. So let's make that happen. And then kind of go back into, you know, either a game or a story or a statement or something like that. And now she knows, and she can decide for herself if she wants this to go further. Okay? So here's the deal, guys. If you liked the video, please share it. Let other guys see it, man. It's so important. Don't hide it under a bushel. Get the word out. This is something that you need to see, my friend, because I know you're struggling over here. So check out these videos. You know, let other guys see what's going on. The second to that, drop me a comment. Let me know how you're liking the videos. What kind of content would you like to see? Give me a thumbs up, man. I can't see the thumbs downs. I can only see the thumbs ups. So that's the deal, man. Oh, subscribe to the channel too. Okay, it's so helpful, and it helps the algorithm say, you know what, Dale Valor's killing it. Let's throw him out there a little bit more. All right, guys, I'm Dale Valor. We'll see you in the next one.